Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we have my very last final Barbie Birthstone monthly collection video. So today we're focusing on December, the 12th month, which honors the birthstone, which is turquoise. So as you can see, I have 3 dolls to show you guys. So here on the end, we have the Birthstone Beauties collection, and here in the middle, we have the Birthstone collection. So Birthstone Beauties, Birthstone nothing, Birthstone collection. So I'm going to go ahead and start opening them. I have done a video for every single month, starting from January all the way up through November, which I'll leave a playlist below if you're interested in checking out any specific month, or if you just wanted to see your birthstone month, you can view that below. And then first we're going to take a look at this middle one here, which is the Birthstone collection Barbie. So here's a look at her box. It's a very simple design. It's a slim box and it has clear sides and then just a strip of cardboard in the back, usually similar to the color of the overall theme of the doll. And on the bottom it just says Barbie Collectibles. And these dolls were released back in 2002. So they've been around for a while. These are pretty easy to find on eBay. There's always 3 different versions for each month. This is the particular one I chose for December. But as you can see, we have the blonde version here, which was really beautiful. And then we also have the African American darker skinned goddess face mold, which they released this face mold with every single month as well. So all 3 are gorgeous, but ultimately I chose this one because I thought she was beautiful. I like her darker skin tone with the Mackie face mold, and yeah, this was my favorite of the 3. So the back of her box just has a little bit of information about the birthstone. It's written in this cursive writing, and it just, gives you an idea or some inspiration and kind of a tribute to the particular birthstone. So let's go ahead and get her open and get her out of the box. So each doll comes with her own stand, which is this style of stand, as well as like this little certificate of authenticity, which I usually don't keep. I used to, but I don't really find the need to keep these. But it is cute, and there's a little something, a mail away type of thing that they all used to come with back in the day. And she comes with these blue pumps. Pretty basic. All of them came with the same style of shoes, just in the color of their birthstone. Here's a look at what the shoes look like on the doll. So they stay on pretty well usually. And of course they all come with this gauzy shawl, pretty translucent. There's only one of them that has a slightly different shawl and a different material. That's October, but this one looks like all of the rest of them. Very sheer. I think it's like a tulle material or something. No, not tulle, but chiffon. I don't know. I don't know my materials. And here's a look at what the shawl looks like on her, so you can kind of drape it over her shoulders, wrap it around her a little bit, and just sort of play around with it. So absolutely beautiful right out of the box, we can tell. So let's bring her in for a little closer look at the details. Here is a look at her bodice. You can see it is very sparkly. The sparkles are very prominent on the top, and then they thin out as you get down towards the bottom. And the dress fans out into this beautiful bell shape. And it's very nicely layered. It's double layered at least, and it's hemmed all the way around. And the back has like that same fabric that they use for the shawl in this pattern here that you can fan out behind her. So like a little train. And the pattern goes all the way around, and it buttons at the back. There's always a little gap here. I don't know if it's just from being in the box for so long, but yeah, there's that little gap there. And then the back, you can see it's off the shoulder. Now this doll, like a lot of them, because she's been in the box for 20 years, they do have that residue where that plastic used to be, where it held up her dress. So that should come off though. Definitely give her a wash when we're done. But yeah, there's a closer look at the actual part of her dress. Accessory wise, these dolls only come with one accessory, and it's always their birthstone necklace. So here's a closer look at her necklace. It's supposed to be the turquoise stone, and there's only one other doll that has a non-clear gemstone, and that's the opal one. So these two have a solid gemstone, which you can see there. Really cute, detailed. I like how they added the little texture in there, and you can see it's on a silver chain. Some of them have gold chains, but this is what hers look like. So she's a silver jewelry girl. So looking at her hair, it is parted down the middle and tied behind the back with these beautiful curls down the front. And it's a dark brown color and it's pretty long. That's how long it is in the back. Obviously she has some box hair, but that'll look nice once we wash her up. And her skin tone is darker than the other ones in the collection. So she definitely has a tanner, darker skin tone. And taking a closer look at her face, it is absolutely gorgeous. You can tell she has the Mackie face mold like all of them do, all of them except the darker African American ones, which have the goddess face mold. So she has beautiful eye makeup. It's really dramatic. It's more dramatic than some of the other ones. So she has a turquoise color along the brow bone there around the crease. And then on the lids, it's more of a light icy blue color. But then the corners have a brown to it too, so really beautiful. And then her eye color is a mixture of brown and blue, so maybe brown eyes with like a blue highlight reflecting the light. Really, really pretty. And then her lips are a beautiful brownish red color, which I think it makes the overall makeup look really nice because her lips look very natural to me. So absolutely stunning, beautiful face on this one. So she is on the twist and turn body with the straight arms. She has some click legs and she's such a nice weight and a nice sturdy feel to her. So now I'm just going to compare her with a couple of the ones that look somewhat similar just so we can see the differences because it's fun. So first up we have Miss Diamond, who has very similar hair. Miss Diamond's a little bit more of a golden brown and Turquoise is more of a flat, darker brown. But here you can see an example of the skin tone difference. So this one is very light and you can just see there's quite a difference in the skin tone. So absolutely beautiful. I love that they're so different. And then here is September Sapphire. You can see the differences in the blue color of their dresses as well as the differences in skin tone. I'm not sure if she's quite as light as the diamond one I just showed you, but there is still quite a difference in the skin tones. Really beautiful, different makeup, different lips. So yeah, they're definitely different enough. And then here we have her next to January. So January is the darker skin tone one. So right away you can see they have different face molds. January is a little bit darker still. So her color is more of a tan in between the two, but pretty dark, I would say. Their hair color is almost exactly the same. And then, but you can still see a lot of differences even with the makeup and the lip color. So really, really beautiful. And then lastly, the one that I thought she would look the closest to is Miss October, which is the Opal doll. So here you can see that their hair colors are very similar, but they're styled differently. Their skin tones are the same, I would say. But there's quite a bit of difference. They look really different to me. Even though they both have the same face sculpt, it does look different. Obviously, Opal has more of a pink theme with pink lips, and you can tell that there is quite a bit of difference. Their eye colors are kind of similar, but hers are more purple and blue, and hers are brown and blue. So I would say definitely different enough to say they are worth collecting both. So that was Miss Turquoise. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the Barbie Birthstone Beauties collectible doll Miss Turquoise for December. So I have both of them here. You can already see the difference between the two, and I'm going to start with the darker skin African American one first. So all of these boxes sort of resemble a gemstone in how they're shaped, and they all have these gorgeous rainbow holographic backgrounds that I really love. These dolls actually look amazing on the shelf in box, but I did decide to unbox all of them, so unfortunately she's not going to have that anymore. But I did enjoy her in the box while I did have her. And then here's a closer look at the back of her box. So again, it spent some time talking about the birthstone turquoise itself and what it symbolizes, and then it shows you all the different birthstones here on the back. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get her right out of the box as well. Okay, so both of these dolls come with this style stand here with the little grip on the waist, and then they also have their own certificate of collection or authenticity that looks like that. So that's what she looks like right out of the box. Just gorgeous. I love these so much, if you couldn't already tell. But anyway, just so beautiful. These dolls are on the Model Muse body, and they all came out back in 2007. So let's bring her in and take a closer look at all her beautiful details. First of all, each of them come with an adorable little puppy. This one is, we've seen this sculpt before, but I don't think we've seen them in this dark brown color. So really cute, some kind of terrier. They all have a little crown which you can take off. And then they're all attached by a little thin ribbon leash that attaches to their hands. So the dress itself is absolutely beautiful. This color is just breathtaking in person. It's so beautiful. It's a gorgeous teal or turquoise color, and it has this overlay of lace on top of the fabric below it. It's attached, but it kind of fans out, just the lace part here, and it's covered with this beautiful glitter. It's a blue shimmer when you shimmer it around. So just the one color, but it's really beautiful. And this is the nice glitter because it doesn't really come off at all. So it stays right on the dress. And then around her waist, she has another ribbon that's tied a little thicker than the leash, but the same color, same shine. And then along her shoulders, she has a beautiful velvety bolero style short little sweater, which goes all the way around. So the dress itself has snaps at the back. And then while we're back here, this is what her hair looks like. So it definitely needs some work. The front always looks beautiful because they curl it and they gel it. The back always looks like it could use a little work. Here's a closer look at what her shoes look like. They're open-toed, same color as the other Barbie. And then she has red painted toenails, which I always think is such a cute feature. They also have painted nails, which you can see closer up here. Really nice, really pretty color. And then here's a closer look at her beautiful bracelet. They all come with a bracelet. It's either gold or silver, and this one is silver. And they all come with the little jewel. So here we see the little turquoise gemstone there. Sorry, the lighting is not that great, but you can kind of get an idea of that. And then moving up, they all also come with a beautiful necklace with 3 little crystals in their gemstone. So there's a little closer look at that. So here's a closer look at her face. She has a really pretty red tone to her hair. I thought it was brown when I first saw her in the box, but it's definitely reddish. And she has the beautiful Steffi mold. Oh, I also forgot to mention she comes with matching earrings. So the earrings match the necklace and the bracelet. So she comes with a gorgeous Steffi face mold. And I love this face mold on all these different dolls and how different they look with their makeup. And it's just so pretty. Those lips, the eyes, everything. Probably one of my favorite face molds. So here is a closer look. She has brown eyes with a little bit of a tan highlight in there. And then her makeup is really pretty. She has like silver on the lids and then a blue around the crease. And then the bottom lashes and the eyelashes are blue instead of black, which is really pretty. So really stunning. And then you can see her lip color is a little bit of a purpley tone. It's coming off more purple on camera, but it's not that purple. It's more red. So there's a look at her. So let's see if there's any that looks similar to her. I mean, all of the darker skin ones look a little similar because they kept the same skin tone. So here's a look at Miss July next to her, Ruby. And already I thought they looked more similar, but in the light, they definitely look different. Turquoise has the reddish tone. July is just dark brown, but their makeup looks a little bit similar, as you can see. Eye color's different though. Lip color's slightly different. So there's those two. Now we have her next to Emerald May, which also has a red tone, but Emerald's is more of a golden red and hers is more of an auburn red. It's easier to tell in person. But there's a look at kind of what their dresses look like next to each other, the green against the turquoise. And then, I'm so sorry, the lighting is a little bit, I'm struggling with that during this review today. But as you can see, Emerald has more of a really distinct green eyeshadow with more neutral lips. So you can kind of tell the difference there. So yeah, I think they definitely look different. Turquoise's eyes are actually very light when you see her next to the other ones. And lastly, we have her next to Miss Sapphire September, and they do look quite different. I just wanted to show you the dress color comparisons with the blues. September has a darker skin tone. Their lip colors are pretty similar, but September is more, I would say, more of an orangey red. Not really, but I don't know how else to describe it. Eyeshadow is also a lot different, but they have similar eyes, similar eye color. So there we have Miss Turquoise, and I'm going to show you her next to the Caucasian one. Here's a quick comparison of her next to the Caucasian Turquoise one, so you can see the difference in their skin tones. So as you can see, their hair colors though are actually almost exactly the same. They have that beautiful red auburn brown color, which is really cool. But otherwise, everything else is the same besides their coloring, you know, their skin tone and their makeup. So really pretty. So let's just take a closer look at her details and then compare her with some of the other ones. So she has really beautiful red lips, and then her eyes are blue. They're a dark blue. So some of the other blue-eyed Barbies that we've seen have been a very light icy blue, but hers is more of a slate blue, like a grayish darkish blue, which is actually more realistic to a lot of people's blue eyes. But she has gorgeous blue shadow, which goes on the crease, and then she has a lighter blue shadow along the lids. And her eyelashes are a dark blue, if not black, whereas the African American one, hers were like really pretty blue. So let's take a quick look at some of the ones I think she looks a little similar to. Okay, here she is next to Miss Pearl, and you can see what I'm talking about with the eye color. So we have the light blue versus the dark blue. Miss Pearl has more brown hair as well, and then of course a lighter pink frosty lipstick. So yep, definitely different. Here we have her next to Miss July, and again her eyes are darker blue for Turquoise, lighter blue for July, and then obviously their hair color is a little different. July is more brown, hers is red, and then the lip colors are quite different. So yep, definitely some differences within those two. Miss January or Garnet is quite a bit different too. You can see the overall darker lipstick, different eye color, and different hair color. So yeah, those two definitely look different. And finally, the one that I thought she looked the most similar to was Miss Emerald with the red hair, but obviously you can see quite a difference in the red colors. Emerald is a more vibrant red as opposed to a brown auburn, and Emerald also has green eyes. So yeah, even though they look very similar, definitely look different enough for me to justify having them all. But yeah, just beautiful, all of them. All right, there's one last look at all three beautiful December Turquoise Birthstone Barbies. I can't believe we're at the end of the videos, you guys. This has been such a fun year collecting them, and I really, really, truly love them. I think they're one of my favorite lines that I've collected, besides my holiday Barbies, of course. But I'm really excited to be at the end of this journey. There was only one doll that I still haven't been able to get yet, but hopefully I'll find her sometime this year. Okay, so there we have it, guys. My final review of the Birthstone collection and Birthstone Beauty Barbies that you'll see. And I can't believe it. It's been such a fun year collecting these dolls. I really have truly enjoyed them. They're absolutely beautiful. And I do plan on doing an overall collection video at some point and just showing you guys who my favorites are and all of that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a happy new year. And I'll see you in my next video.